let's talk about picking your spot to homestead. So this can go off many angles. You know our experience. We searched a lot of places, mostly North Texas, South Oklahoma. We did a couple West Texas, but it was just too far away from family. So what we did was, we actually contacted a lot of different like land companies and real estate agents, and we actually had a real estate agent that was really willing to help in Texas. But the problem is we didn't have the money or the credit that needed to get raw land. And that's what we wanted, was raw land. Also, many of the pieces of land, sorry, I got the sun right in my face. Alright. There's restrictions. Like, you can't do certain things. You can't do out of the ordinary septics, or you can't do off-grid, or you can't do earth bag, or you can't do water catchment, which you cannot do in Utah, by the way. And so that's a problem. You really have to research this. And when you do decide on a piece of land, please, please, please review contracts, because some places don't allow you to resell until the land is completely paid off, or like some of them don't let you transfer property to someone else, and some of them that you in-house contract with will say, yes, you can sell the land, but it has to be paid in full before we release the titles. So, yes, you can do a lot of that stuff. Sorry, my phone's jacked up this morning. But it does take a lot of extra effort. So please review contracts. Also, please review contracts, because like some of them don't allow you to have more than like 3 dogs, or even out in the woods. They can, your land companies and real estate companies can decide all those restrictions. And they can make you say they have to be kenneled, or they have to be leashed, even if you live in the woods. So please make sure you review contracts. There was a place that we actually were going to buy in Texas. It was only 5 acres, but it was like everything that we wanted. It was flat ground, it was trees, it was beautiful. But the seller said, and he didn't say this until it was time to sign, I have to approve every single thing, every building that you want to build, and everything that you want to do to the property. I have to approve it. But that's not what was said in the beginning. Was, yeah, you can do whatever you want out here. So please check contracts. Please check requirements. Also, please check with your counties for instance, is great. I mean, we have one of the best counties ever, but they also, they inspect, obviously, but you can't just pick like a septic system. Well, you can, but like you have to go through one of their approved ones, which is pretty lax, so it's okay. Whoa. Seems like this road gets rougher every day, guys. It's the washboard. So, be prepared. Always know your surroundings. Please meet the neighbors beforehand. That's like 90% of issues. Even do a soil test, because you might find out that your ground you can't grow anything on. Another thing, I mean, we didn't have to do this, but I mean, we probably could have. But mineral rights. Believe it or not, mineral rights don't transfer with land. Just because you own land doesn't mean you get the mineral rights. And it could have been, owned from the early 1900s, 1800s. They could have been, owned to a reservation. They could have been owned to someone who's been gone for years. So please make sure you check that. Mineral rights are, okay, so if they know, and I don't know if that's weird. That knows everything. We almost bought a piece of property that was straight up and down. I'm talking about the side of the mountain. Because we didn't know. And we didn't have anyone that had that situation. So please research that. Something else. Raw land. When you buy raw land, it's not easy. You can get land companies and stuff that will help you with that. But they require a lot more down for raw land. And by raw, I mean no utilities, no house, no nothing on it at all. I mean, it can have a pond and stuff like that, but it can't have any utilities, a home, a barn. It can't have any of that stuff. And banks don't want a loan on that. And unless you're paying cash, that's hard to do. So please do your research on that. It's different for every county. What else can I say about it? We went through a land company called Classic Country. They have property all over the states. They're pretty reasonable. I mean, sometimes you kind of like do a double take, and they are kind of a buy here, pay here. Well, they are a buy here, pay here. So if you decide you can't do it, you can walk away from your land, but you've lost everything you put into it. And I mean, they're easy to work with. We've enjoyed them. it wasn't because we couldn't buy land. It's because it cost, the down payments and the financing for them is so much more strict for raw land. So, I mean, look them up, Classic Country. You can find land through them all over the place. I think they're in most states, actually. And let's see, what else? Know your rainfall in every area that you're in. That's what very important for a homestead. Know your rainfall, because to do water catchment, even if it's for a pond or anything like that, you need to know what to expect for your dry season. If you have a monsoon season, if you have a severe weather season. Here in Oklahoma, we average 52 inches a year. But I'll tell you what, some years are a lot more than that. In one rainstorm, we got 4.5 inches. And that isn't uncommon. You know, your average is between an inch, inch and a half, you know, for a severe storm. But if you have, you know, if it rains for 2 weeks like it's done here, our pond went from empty to overflowing. And our pond isn't huge, but it's not little. It's not, you know, extremely small. So it's about a half acre, I think. It might be a little even more than that. So please know your rainfall. Have your soil tested. And there are some do-it-yourself soil testings out there. I don't know. I mean, I did one for our clay content. We have a lot of clay. So, I mean, you can do that. You just have to get on YouTube University and check it out. I think that's about it that I know of. There might be some other things. If you know what you're talking about more than me, just jump on here, make comments. If you are land producers or land companies and you want to help someone, please help them out in the comments. I will tag Classic Country. There's a couple others, but I don't know them well. And yeah, if you guys need anything, don't feel bad reaching out, because we're here to help. So anyway, with that, I'm in town, so I need to let y'all go. But go build something fun, and follow us on our journey. Talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye.